I smell a rat. How you doing? Back to my basement, everybody. I'm going to start off with another question from David Pritt, one of the MFKR1.com guys. And David asks, when will Vexx, Shadow of Reality, and Inve Catharsis, A Lesson in Humility, be available on AndrewsColsefni.com? Good chance neither of them will ever see the light of day. The Inve Catharsis stuff was not recorded very well, and it was not. It's not something that it sounds good enough to be released. Let's just say that. And the Vexx stuff, oh boy, that was me on drums and Josh singing, and we were a bunch of kids, and we were trying to figure out where we were at musically, and for the same reason, we're probably not going to ever release that either. So don't feel like you're really missing out on anything. You know, they're just kind of, it would be for posterity and pretty much nothing else. So thanks again, David. I got some more from Billy Hunter. He decided he was going to just type them out and send them in instead of recording them on webcam, which is fine. First question here. One, can you clear up about your time in On a Pale Horse? I thought you were in it, but every time I've read about the band, there is no mention of you. Well, Painface turned into On a Pale Horse through some help from Sean Cran. We started, I asked him to help Painface out with promotion and so forth, and he suggested we change our style and our sound around and everything. So we turned from Painface into On a Pale Horse, which was more of a stoner rock, stoner metal sort of a thing. And I was in it for the first couple of years, and then things weren't really working out, and I think we were kind of all getting sick of each other, and I left. And then they found a new singer, and then they went on and recorded a couple of albums and so forth, and did some moderate touring around the United States a little bit, but yeah, they don't mention me at all in there, and that's fine. You know, I was in the band. I came up with the name. It was a name of a Painface song that we decided to use as the title of the album, or the band title, and so, you know, it is what it is. The horse sessions that I have available are the On a Pale Horse stuff that I did, but I changed the name to the Horse Sessions just out of respect for the other guys who want to pretend I wasn't in the band. Anyway, 2, what exactly was your Slipknot percussion kit, and how was it kept together on stage, i.e. stands and such? My kit was Sean's drum set, his white Yamaha recording series drum set. We just slapped together with whatever kind of stands and hardware we could find. And I had a snare drum without the snares. I had 2 rack toms. I don't remember the size. I think it was 13 and 15. And then I had a floor tom. And then there was always a beer keg nearby to beat on, an empty one, and different things like that. But that's basically what I used, was Sean's old actual drum set. What was the recording process like for Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat? It was long and drawn out and pretty intense. It took many months of coming in there a couple times a week, doing this, that, and the other. A lot of experimenting, a lot of redoing things, a lot of changing things around, because the studio wasn't used to recording a band with that many members, and that was that heavy with that many different styles, especially 3 drummers going on. That was a big trick to try to get that recorded properly. But going into that question any further is going to take hours, so we're going to move right along. How did I ever find Ramrod? Ramrod is Painface's drummer, Mike Ramsey. he was just a friend on Facebook, and he sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm moving to Des Moines. I'm looking for a band. Do you know anybody needs a drummer?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." So that's how I found him. It was quite by coincidence. So that ended up turning out spectacular so far. Fantastico. All right. This is the most important question in my life, according to. Let me make sure he wants to be. Pedro Torres Mota, or Mata. Ooh, Mota. Anyway, hey Anders, I hope you see my email because I am a big fan and I want to ask you a question. Do you miss being with the guys in Slipknot and making music with them? Absolutely. We made a lot of music together in that band, and when I was still in it, we wrote a lot of stuff and a lot of things. It was such a smooth process, and those guys are all friends of mine, and everybody's got their own little quirky personalities, but it was a blast. And yeah, I miss making music with them. But moving right along here. Oh, this is the last question for this one. This one comes from, where is your name? Oh, they didn't have a name on this one. Did Anders leave Slipknot by choice, or was it the group pushing him out? No, I left by choice. It felt like the group was pushing me out, but they weren't, and I've had many talks with a few of the guys about that, and no, it was my decision entirely. Yeah, I mean, the next thought was, do I regret leaving Slipknot on my own volition? And like I've said before, no. So would I go back if I had the opportunity to go back in time, knowing what I know now? Probably. But I'm a lot older now, and I see a lot more clearly, even with my diminishing eyesight, things that could have been prevented, things that could have gone better, things that, hindsight's always 20/20. So I don't regret leaving Slipknot because I couldn't have done anything other at the time, but I did leave on my own. So one last thing here, to whoever who posted on there that this guy, being me, could never do Corey's job. I don't want to do Corey's job. Corey's doing his job. I want to do my job. So thank you for that comment, by the way. I'm not out to try to steal anybody's job by any means. I'm just trying to do my own. So you guys all have a good week, and we will get some more questions and answers up pretty soon. So anyway, you guys have a good one. Anders out.